Welcome everyone and thanks for coming along. I'm Natalia, I'm a researcher at the University of Adelaide and I do work with microbes, which are not very fancy, but they do the job anyway. So what I decided to apply for this opportunity was to explore these two regions. One of them is home for me, which was lovely to go back to and present what I've been doing around in South Australia. But what really kind of get me thinking is a lot about drought and how we become more resilient in a climate that is changing very fast. And we saw it this year. We had one of the earliest vintages on record, thanks to a very dry, hot, and frosty 2024. So how do we proof our vineyards to resist all of that? So I also presented at the Terroir conference in Mendoza about my yeast and my different winemaking techniques. But I also went around and looked at water management, on how we can take their knowledge and improve our own practices, even though they are pretty good, as Anna mentioned earlier. But then I crossed the majestic Andes and went to Casablanca, which is a certified sustainable grape growing valley. And again, I met with key wineries that are already applying the indigenous ferments in a commercial scale. That was very cool, let me tell you. But I also wanted to learn more about what we can actually do in terms of vineyard management to proof our vineyards for the future that is already here. So, although we have a few very good examples of wineries already applying all these practices and actually being certified, I think we still have a long way to go. And something that I kind of forgot to mention is that in Chile, there's a very good collaboration between government and the different wineries or grape growers association that could be something that we can translate in South Australia or to the Australian wine industry as a whole, and that could help put all these practices into play in a more effective or in an easier way for our growers. And also belonging to this network really gives us the opportunity to innovate, to collaborate, while we are preserving two of the most precious resources we have, that are soil and water. So thank you very much to all of you for listening to me, for Great Wine Capitals, PIRSA, and the different associations for choosing me as one of the recipients, and to all the people that had to put up with me.